Welcome to Optimistic Wellness. I'm Joshua Pavetsky. Now, I haven't updated this blog in a while, and it is because the past 3-4 months or so, I have been having somewhat of a health crisis, you could say. Been in and out of the hospital about 4 or 5 times, including one bowel resection because of a fistula problem. And in the post below, I go into much more detail about it. But a fistula is basically when there's some kind of a perforation or a hole in the intestine, and kind of like intestinal content, like poop, whatever, starts leaking out into the skin. So it's, I guess you could say potentially life-threatening, if not for antibiotics. So thank you modern medicine, thank you antibiotics. Without that I wouldn't be here. So that's a big win. But this journey overall has been quite different than my other hospitalizations because I'm now a different person. I've had more life outside of the realm of illness. So it was kind of strange to go back into an old world with a new set of lenses. One of those lenses, of course, was, my sexual development as of late. I've been really into that lately. So of course I was flirting with the nurses a little bit. I was having a conversation with my sister on the phone, and she said, you shouldn't hit on nurses while they're working. I said, yeah, maybe that's true. But sometimes you gotta step outside the box. Of course, you gotta be smart about it. Be smart about it. But sometimes it's alright. In the post below, I have some stories. Some really cool stories. Read them below. I think you'll enjoy them. So overall, it's been somewhat painful, in that the fistula is mainly healed by surgery, but there is a slight possibility of healing it with drug methods, and we were trying for about 3 months with drugs, and it just kept coming back, the swelling, the pain, and we reached a breaking point where we had to do a surgery. So I lost my large intestine, now a little piece of my small intestine, and now I'm really back on my grind on figuring out how to heal this, how to reverse an autoimmune condition like Crohn's disease, because before I was in denial. I was really in denial. I would say, I'm sick? No. I used to be sick. I have an NG tube in my face. I lose blood every day in my bowel movements. But I'm not sick. What are you talking about? Well, now I'm at the point where I because I thought the books told me that if I tell myself that I have this illness and I'm recovering from it, I'm not living as if the condition that I want to happen in my life is actually there. So, excuse me. I find sneezes very fascinating and very interesting. I only have an urge to sneeze when I'm saying something that's emotionally intense for me. I don't know if the same is true for you, but there's a good phrase, sneezes don't lie. But anyways, as I was saying, those books tell you that you gotta live as if. Well, that put me in denial. So now I'm at the stage of, I have this condition, and I'm reversing it. That's a better mindset to have. Excuse me. Ooh, stuffy nose. But that's overall where I'm at. Not feeling the best that I've ever felt today. But you gotta take it as it goes, and you can't suppress certain feelings when they show up. You have to feel them as unconditionally as your mind will allow you at that moment, and just keep developing it. So thank you for watching. Optimism is still the only way, even though sometimes we might fall off the path occasionally.